Well, good morning, all of you. Let's get started with today's class. We are going to be seeing areas of sector. We have, we have studied how to find the arc length, we studied how to find the sector area, and today we will see how to find areas of regular polygon. I hope you remember the definition of regular. Regular polygon is one which is equilateral and equiangular, which means all of its sides and all of its angle are congruent. That's what we have a regular polygon. Okay, let's go to our first slide. Areas of regular polygon. The diagram shows a regular pentagon inscribed in a circle. How would we find the area shaded in the region in the figure below? Okay, how do we find the area of this region shaded, that is shaded below? Okay, just give me your thoughts via chat. How do we find this? How can I find the area of shaded region in this particular figure? You don't have to tell me the exact answer. Just tell me what should I be doing. Okay, few of your friends suggested that subtract the area of polygon from the area of circle. That's absolutely right. That's what we have to do here. We have to find the area of circle and the area of polygon, and subtract area of polygon from area of circle. We got to do area of circle, then we got to subtract area of polygon. Currently we know how to find area of circle, and I haven't discussed how to find area of this particular regular polygon, which is a regular pentagon in this case. I will get back to this once I discuss with you how to find area of regular pentagon, but this is what we'll be doing in total. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, if a regular polygon is inscribed in a circle, the center and radius of the polygon are same as the center and radius of the circumscribed circle. That's what was happening in the previous case. Center of the polygon and the radius of circle both were same. If a regular polygon is inscribed in a circle, the center and radius of the polygon are same as the center and radius of the circumscribed circle. The apothum, okay, this is a new terminology I want you to note down. The apothum is the distance from center of a regular polygon to any side of the polygon. It is the distance from center of regular polygon to any side of polygon. Please note down this. We will go over this with the figure in another 30 seconds. So just note down this definition. Also note down the other definition also, the central angle. This is also new one. The central angle of a regular polygon is the angle made by any two consecutive radii of the polygon. Okay. The apothum is the distance from center of regular polygon to any side of the polygon, and the central angle of a regular polygon is the angle made by consecutive radii. What does that mean? These are the two consecutive radii. Okay. This angle is called as the central angle. Theta is the central angle in this case. And the distance from center to any side of polygon. This is not the apothum. Apothum is the perpendicular distance from center to any side of this polygon. So this is your apothum. Okay, to any side. I have just picked up this side. It can be even this side. It can be any other side. Okay, all these are apothums, but it should be perpendicular distance from any side. maybe I can get one more here. Okay, the ones that have drawn in blue are all your apothems. Okay, central angle is the angle which is between the two red lines that I'm drawing. So the central angle between two conjugative radii. Okay, that's your central angle. I hope the definition is clear for central angle and apothem. Let's move to the next slide. Now, how do we find the areas? There are two formulas. One of them, the area of regular end chord with side length S is half the product of apothem and the perimeter of the polygon. So note down this formula. It's the product of perimeter times apothem times half. Or you can say half of A times N times S, where N is the number of side and S is the side length of each of the. So if I have a pentagon, if each side is S units, then N will be 5 times S. Instead of writing perimeter, we are just writing perimeter formula here. Okay, just note down these two formulas. We will go over in another 30 seconds a problem based on this. Okay, let me help you with one of the problems here. Find the area of regular hexagon below. Okay, to find the area of regular hexagon, first I need a central angle. Okay, I need to find the central angle. Central angle is from here till here. Okay, this is your theta. Okay, it's a regular hexagon, which means that how many such central angle will exist in this particular 360 degree? This whole thing is 360 degree. If I draw a circle here, this whole thing will be a 360. Okay, how many such central angles are possible? There is one central angle here, then there is one more central angle over here, and I have one more central angle over here. I have one more central angle over here, and if you count out totally, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have a hexagon, then I'll have 6 central angles, and I know that 6 times theta is 360. And to find central angle, I just have to divide by 6. So that gives me theta equals 60 degrees. Okay, 6 and 6 will get crossed out. 6 times 6 is 36, so I get central angle as 60 degrees. Okay, I hope you understood how to find the central angle. Now let me erase this and help you find the area. We already learned the formula for area is little different, right? It says, what is the formula of area? Area equals half of apothem times perimeter. I already know apothem is 4.5. I don't know the perimeter. I need to find each of this side. That's the reason I found this angle, central angle. Once I have the central angle, theta equals 60 degrees, then if theta equals 60 degrees, I'm just going to redraw this so that to explain, we can apply trig ratios to find the missing side. Okay, this whole thing was 60 degrees. Let me pick up only this portion. Only this portion is, this will be like perpendicular bisector. These two will be equal and this is perpendicular. So each of this is 30 degrees. So this is 30 degrees and this is 30 degrees. So let me pick up this triangle A, B, C. So this angle CAB becomes 30 degrees. As theta equals 60 degrees, the central angle is 60 degrees, angle BAC will become 30 degrees. And now I can apply trig ratios and get the value of CB. Okay, I can get the CB. For 30 degrees, CB is the opposite side and AB is the adjacent side. So tan 30 degrees equals CB over AB. Okay, tan 30 is CB over AB. We are finding CB. Once we find CB, we can find the length of each side. That is, let me call this part as CD. CD is twice of CB and each of them is equal. All these sides are equal. If I find the value of CD, then I can get the sum of the lengths of each side. So I know that CB and BD are congruent. So first let me find CB here. So CB equals tan 30 times AB if I multiply by AB on both sides. Or you can just substitute here whatever you know as of now. Tan 30, you know the value of AB, but you don't know the value of CB. CB over AB was 4.5. So multiply by 4.5 on both sides. Okay, these two will get crossed out. So I'll get CB as 4.5 times tan 30 degrees. You should have your calculator and make sure it is the mode is in degrees, and then perform this operation tan 30 4.5 times tan 30 degrees, which will give us 2.598. If you are not interested to round up, round to third decimal, you can just keep as it is, but just here itself I'm rounding to third decimal. Okay, I'm rounding here itself to third decimal, 2.598. That's what I will have. Okay, once I have the value of CB, I can find the value of CD. CD equals twice of CB. It's 2 times CB, right? CD is twice of CB. So multiply 2 times 2.598, which will give us 5.196. That will give me 5.196. Now I have the value of CD. So the perimeter is, it's a hexagon, right? Hexagon will have 6 sides, so perimeter is 6 types of this particular CD. 6 types of 5.196 will give us 31.176. Had I not rounded over here, I would get this as 31.177. Okay, had I not rounded this at third decimal in CB, I'd have got 31.177, but I just rounded, so I got 31.176. Once we have the perimeter, we can find the area using half of apothem times perimeter. We already have the formula here, half of apothem times perimeter. So I'll just substitute here area equals half of 0.5 times 31.176. 4.5. My bad. It should be 4.5. The apothem is given to us, that is 4.5. Okay, half of 4.5 times 31.176. Just compute this using calculator. Which will give us 70.146 square units. So the area is 70.146 square units. So this will be our area, 70.146, and in case you want to say the units are square units. Okay, the trick to this particular problem is finding perimeter. To find perimeter you are using central angle. Okay, we got to get used to. We will solve few problems which will help us work on these kind of problems. Let's go on to next slide. What I'll do is all these are regular polygons. Okay, they have not mentioned here. They've just said find area of shaded region. For your understanding, just keep that all these are regular polygons. I will do problem number 1 and 4, and I will want you to do problem 2 and 3 on your own. Okay, as I work on problem 1 and 4, and I'll also give you some time to work on problem 2 and 3. So let me get started with problem 1. Same method. Once again, I need a central angle here. I have been given apothem. Apothem is 10.5. Okay, and the central angle, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 360 divided by 5 will give me the central angle. So central angle is 72. If central angle is 72 degrees, then I know that this particular angle, okay, this particular angle, let me call this as O, A, B, and this C. Angle COA is half of 72 degrees, because central angle goes all the way from, it is central angle here is BOA, and you can just see here, this is your central angle. BOA is your central angle 72 degrees. So therefore COA will be half of 72 degrees, and that is nothing but 36. So this is 36 degrees. So I have this as 36 degrees, and I am finding CA. So tan 36 so I had here tan 36 equals CA, which I don't know, over CA over OC, which is 10.5. I can find CA because I can multiply tan 36 with 10.5 on both sides. Multiply 10.5 on both sides. So CA is tan 36 times 10.5. So tan 36 times 10.5, if I perform that in calculator, that will give me 7.629. I'm just rounding here itself, so I get CA as 7.629. So which means AB equals twice of CA, which gives us 15.258. And it was a pentagon. So perimeter, I'm just using P for perimeter, is 5 times of AB. So if I multiply by 5, I get perimeter as 76.29. And finally, I just need to find area, which is going to be half of apothem, which was 10.5, times perimeter, which we have as 76.29, right? And that we can substitute in calculator. And get our answers as 400.523. They have not given units, so we can just say 400.523 square units. Okay, I hope you are working on problem 2 and problem 3 on your own. Okay. I'll go over solution in another minute or so, a couple of minutes or so. But let me finish up the problem 4 here as you work on problem 2 and 3. Okay, on problem 4, I have, let me see how many sides I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sides. I need apothem and I need even the each of these sides, but they have given us the radius. They have given the radius as 10 meters, but I don't have the apothem, nor do I have the measure of each of these sides. I can find that once I know the central angle. Central angle here is, we have 8 sides, so we can divide 360 divided by 8 to get the central angle as 45 degrees. So the central angle here is 45 degrees. I'm using theta for central angle, which is 45 degrees. But I am interested not in theta, I am interested in this particular angle, which is going to be half of theta. Whenever I want to use a right triangle, I am interested in half of that particular central angle. I know the central angle is all the way from here till here, but I am not interested in that. I am just interested in half of that. Let me label this once again. I have this as A, B, C and O. And angle BOC equals half of 45, which is 22.5. 22.5. That will be our angle BOC. I see few of your classmates getting answers correctly for second and third. We will check that soon. So angle BOC is 22.5. This time the 10 meter is not given as the apothem. Just observe the figure I just drew here. This is associated with this black line, which was your radius. They have given 10 meters as the radius. They have not given you the apothem. We got to find apothem and we got to find even the opposite side or the AC. So observe this figure carefully. If you want, I can redraw this. Let me make it much more clear by getting across this watermark. Okay. Now the angle is over here. With respect, I need to find BC. I need to find BO. I need to find BC. I don't have the value. I need to find BO. I don't have value. But I have OC as 10. Okay. We have to use OC and find these two using our trig ratios. So we have our trig ratios which says that if I'm interested in the opposite and adjacent, I can use tan, but I don't have the value of opposite and adjacent. I need opposite and hypotenuse this time, because BC is opposite and OC is the hypotenuse, because OC is given to us. So I'll use sine of 22.5. Sine of 22.5 equals opposite, that is BC, over OC, that is 10. And if I simplify that, I will have 10 times of sine 22.5. Sine 22.5 times 10 gives us 3.827. I'm rounding to third decimal, so I get BC as 3.827. Which means AB equals twice of this, $7.654. I have the value of AB, I have the value of AC. It should be AC. AC is twice of BC. It is 7.654. And I can find perimeter. There were 8 sides in this particular. So you'll do 8 types of AC. You'll do 8 types of AC. So 8 types of 7.654 will give us the perimeter as 61.232. So this is 61.232. This is our perimeter. But we haven't found apothem yet. We need to find the apothem, and apothem is going to be BO, and we have the value of OC. So we can use cos 22.5. We can use cos 22.5 equals, in case of I am using angle BOC as the angle of 22.5. So with reference to that, my OB is the adjacent and OC is the hypotenuse, and I need to find the value of OB. OB over hypotenuse was 10, just 10. So 10 types of cos 22.5 will give us 9.239. Okay, 9.239. That's the value of apothem. Okay, now substitute in formula. Area equals half of apothem times perimeter. So area equals half of apothem. Apothem here is 9.239 times perimeter, which you found 61.232. Substitute that in calculator. And that will give us 282.861. 282.861 as the area. So area is 282.861. I hope most of you completed the second and third problem by now. What I'll do is I'll give you couple of more minutes to work on second and third, and I will just directly display the answer. Okay. Just take a look at the solution. Here we had angle AOB as 22.5. It's an octagon, so 8 central angle is 360 divided by 8, which will give us central angle, and this angle is half of that, so 45 divided by 2 will give 22.5. And then I used tan 22.5 to find AB. AB was missing. AB over 17.5 equals tan 22.5, and AB gives me 7.249 if I multiply 17.5 with tan 22.5. Then to find perimeter, I need to get the each of this side. AB is half of one of the side, so double this. 7.249 times 2 will give us one of the sides, and that multiplied with 8. So 8 times 2 times 7.249 will give us the perimeter, which is 115.984, and we are using the formula to find area, that is half of apothem times perimeter. Apothem was 17.5 and perimeter was 115.984. Simplifying that, I get 1014.86 as the final answer. Same way, majority of you should have already solved this third problem, but in case you want me to solve real quick, I'll just solve this particular problem as well. It's a pentagon, so pentagon 360 divided by 5 will give us 72, and divided by 2 will give us 36. So when we are working on this particular problem, we will be only using 36 degrees. Okay. And this particular side is 6 units. So we have this particular side to be 6 units, because 6 plus 6 is 12, and I need to find the apothem. Only that is missing. So once again I can use tan 36. Tan 36 equals opposite, that is our 6, and divided by apothem. Okay, because apothem is over here. Okay, and I can find apothem as 6 divided by tan 36. 6 divided by tan 36 gives us 8.258. So I get apothem is 8.258, and further I can find area equals half of apothem, which is 8.258, times perimeter. Perimeter is, each side was 12, and we have pentagon 5 sides, so 60. 60 will be the perimeter, 5 times 12, and multiplying with apothem, that is 8.258, and dividing by half, I get 247.74 as the final answer for the area of this particular problem. So I get area here as 247.74. Okay, I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to unmute it. Okay, initially it might take you little time to work this, but once you get used to, you just have to do just couple of steps. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Find perimeter and area of each polygon is given here, and it's the same type. Let's see if there are any word problems before I ask you to work on this. Okay. Before we wind up for today, I just want you to work these two problems, not the below. Just work these two problems, find area and perimeter in both of these two problems, and then I'll give you time to work asynchronously. Okay. I got angle BOA as 22.5 because the central angle for octagon, this is an 8-sided polygon, 360 divided by 8 will give us 45, and BOA is half of that 45, which is 22.5. Then I can use tan 22.5. I can use tan 22.5, which is nothing but AB over 9, that's opposite over 9, and I can find the value of AB, which is 9 times tan 22.5, which gives us 3.728. To find each side, I need to multiply this AB into twice to get CA. CA is going to be 7.456, and there are 8 sides. If I multiply 8 types of CA, each of these is equal, it's a regular. 8 types of AC will give us 59.648. That's the perimeter. To get area, we use half of Apothem times perimeter to get 268.416. Okay. As you're doing the second one, I'll give you another 2 minutes and then go over solution. Okay, let's go over the second problem. Here it's a 10-sided polygon, so 360 degrees divided by 10 gives us the central angle as 36, and dividing by that 2, I get angle BOA as 18 degrees. So we are dealing with this angle BOA 18 degrees. I have been given the hypotenuse, so I can use side 18 to get the value of AB, which is this, and I can use cos 18 to get the value of OB by comparing with OA. So I use side 18, AB over 7, and simplified to get AB as 2.163, and from there I got AC, which is twice of AB, which is 4.326. That will help us to find the perimeter. Perimeter is 10 types of AC, 10 types of 4.326, which is 10 types of AC, which is 43.26. And cos 18 is used to find the value of apothem, which is OB over OA. OA was 7, so OB over 7 equals cos 18, and OB equals 7 types of cos 18. If I simplify that, I get OB as 6.657, and then I can use formula to find area, which is half of perimeter times apothem, half of 43.26 times 6.657, which will give us 143.991 square units. Okay, I hope these kind of problems are clear. Okay, you can utilize rest of the class time to prepare for your quiz. The quiz is not due until Sunday 11:59 p.m. or 11:55 p.m. Make sure you have a proper internet connection. I have given 45 minutes to take that quiz, so prepare well and take that quiz at your comfort. Okay, so you don't have any other homework or anything apart from that. You'll have rest of the class time to work asynchronously and prepare for the quiz, and as well as take that quiz if you're ready.